Welcome to Sewing Anastasia. Today we're going to be turning an 80s sweater into a skirt. So basically, we're gonna be wearing it upside down. Woo! The first thing you're gonna need is a really cool 80s sweater that you don't mind cutting up. It doesn't have to be an 80s sweater, but I love the 80s, so I'm doing an 80s sweater. One of the most important things is going to be finding a sweater that fits over your booty. So I want you to turn the sweater upside down and go ahead and place the top of the sweater at your waist and fold it to the sides of your body and make sure it's gonna cover over the side of it. So this sweater looks like it's gonna fit me good. It's gonna be a little bit more like a pencil skirt. So the bigger a sweater you are using, the more gathered it would be at the top and the more it would flare out at the bottom. So if you got a small sweater, it's gonna be a pencil skirt. If you got an extra large sweater, it's going to be probably more like a gathered skirt with a loose bottom. The next thing you're gonna need to gather are your supplies. Super small supply list, which is great. You're going to need elastic for your waist. I'm gonna use 1.25 inch wide, but you can choose how wide you want your elastic waist to be. Next, you're gonna need your rotary cutter and your rotary cutting ruler, so that way we can chop apart that sweater. Last but not least, you're going to need matching thread. I'm going to be using a serger and a straight stitch machine. You could do this all on a straight stitch machine if you don't have a serger. Now that you have all of your supplies gathered, let's grab your ruler and your rotary cutter and let's cut that shirt up. First thing we're gonna do is cut the arms off of the sweater. So I'm gonna lay the ruler parallel with the side of the sweater. I'm gonna make it as straight as I can. If you wanted a super narrow pencil skirt at the end, you could bring it in more, but I'm gonna make it straight down. And then take your rotary cutter and cut off that sleeve. There we go, one sleeve off. Now we're gonna go ahead to the other side and do the exact same thing. So now we're gonna go ahead and cut off the neck. So I like to lay the ruler straight across the top of the sweater. Make sure it's even. I like to take a look at the little pattern on the front of it, the squares, the dots, stripes, whatever's going on in your sweater. Make sure it looks even, and then go ahead and cut it off. Now your sweater should look something like this. I'm gonna make the top of my skirt where the rib knit is, and the bottom is gonna be where I cut off. So now we're gonna go over to the serger, and I'm gonna serge the raw seams and serge the side seams together where I put holes in it from cutting off the sleeves. Today I'm gonna be using the Husqvarna Viking Husky Lock S25 to serge my sweater, and I'm gonna be using the 3-thread stretch overlock. If you don't have a serger, you can use the overcast or zigzag stitch on your home sewing machine. Next, you're going to turn your sweater inside out, and then we're gonna serge up the bottom where you have the hole from where the sleeve was. So the bottom of your skirt should have the hole, the separation. So we're gonna go ahead and serge that up. Then we're gonna go ahead, put the sweater under the machine and sew up that hole. My sweater was looking a little frayed, so I'm gonna keep going all the way up. So I've serged the edge of my sweater. There's no more hole left in it where the arm was. So go ahead and do this to the other side the exact same way. Now that we have the other side complete, we're gonna go ahead and serge the bottom edge to get rid of the fray, so that way the whole sweater doesn't unravel. Again, you can use a zigzag stitch here or an overcast stitch on your home sewing machine. But we're gonna use the Husky Lock S25. Now we're gonna serge the hem of our skirt. Now that the hem's finished, we are gonna move over to the regular sewing machine and hem it and put the elastic in the waist. Now we need to measure our elastic for our waist. I like to take it and put it around my waist. Pull it just a little bit, make sure it feels comfortable, and then go ahead, leave a little bit for an overlap, and cut it. So I'm going to fit 23 3/4 inch elastic into my waist of my skirt. Next I'm going to make the casing at the waist. So I've taken the rib knit and folded it over. I've measured this by placing my elastic and leaving about a 1/2 inch on either side of it, because we're going to sew on the side with the pins, and then the side without the pins is going to be the top of our waist. So you want to go ahead and pin all the way around in a circle before we sew. Now that I have my waistband all pinned, we're going to go ahead and slip it onto the machine. I've went ahead and taken off the back of the machine so I can use it in a circular motion, and we're going to place the foot right in the middle of the edge of the rib knit on the side where the pins are. There's no elastic involved at this point, but that will come next. I'm going to select stitch 5, which is the zigzag stitch. So we're going to go to the menu up here, and we're already in the row 1. We're going to hit 5 and hit OK, and there's our zigzag. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit wider. So I went up to a 4 in the width, and I'm at a 4 in the length. Now I'm going to stop at the yellow pin so that way I can leave an opening here to insert my elastic. Now we've got the waist all sewn up, and I've left my opening so I can insert the elastic for the waistband. Now the next step is to go ahead and put the elastic in the waistband. Now we're going to go ahead and take a safety pin and put it on the end of your elastic so that way we can fish it through the waistband. So it should look something like this. Now take your safety pin and elastic and put it through the opening in the waist. So we're going to insert it in here, and with your other hand I want you to feel the safety pin and just pull it through, push up on the pin, pull down on the elastic, make sure it's going to stay nice and flat inside, and just keep pushing, fishing, snaking, whatever you want to call it, through the casing that we've created at the top of the waist. Now you want to make sure the end of it doesn't end up getting sucked into the sweater, because our elastic is shorter than the actual casing on the skirt. Now we have both ends of the elastic in the waist. So we're going to take off our safety pin, and we're going to overlap them about 1/2 inch, and we're going to go over to the sewing machine and zigzag that down straight and flat. Are you ready to see my magic trick? I'm about to pull this elastic and make it disappear. Voila! It's gone. Now it's inside of the skirt. So now what we need to do is sew up this hole. So with the zigzag stitch still, you're going to go ahead and sew up this hole. Voila! The final thing we need to do is finish the hem. So I'm going to turn up the hem 1/2 inch and zigzag it down. Let's check it out. We're done. We finished the skirt. look how cute it is. Can you believe that this was a sweater before? I love it so much. I can't wait to wear this out in the cold weather. Thanks so much for watching Sew Anastasia today. I hope you had fun sewing with me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can check out all of my videos and tutorials. And follow me on Instagram under Sew Anastasia and Anastasia Chatzka. And if you're in Chicago, take a sewing class with me. You can sign up at sewanastasia.com. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!